All right, YouTube, what is going on? It is Zaya here from Zaya&TheSteelers back with another video. And in today's video, I am going to be giving my final thoughts on this 2024 NFL draft before it happens. And I think I'm going to do one more mock draft just for shits and giggles, even though I said I was done with it in my last video. But anyways, if you guys are Steelers fans or you enjoy NFL content in general, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so thank you to the people who have subscribed already. And shout out to the future subscribers, man. Also, shout out to the members. And with all that, let's talk about it, man, because we are finally at the point where it's like the season kind of begins. Free agency is something. Obviously we get some players through there, and we had a pretty big free agency. But the draft is where it's really like, all right, this is our team. We know who's all going to be here. We know the holes that have been filled, and we will finally know who is all the team, and we will have at least, let's say, 5 to 6 new players, depending on how crazy Omar Khan goes. We will have at least like 5 to 6 new players. And at least 3 of those players are for sure going to be franchise starter players for us, or at least we're hoping. We're hoping to get, some big name players. We're hoping to get some big name talents. And like I said, I'm just excited. And so I wanted to start this off with the Alex Highsmith contract restructuring, because what does that mean, man? Why did Alex Highsmith restructure his contract? Why did the Steelers go and do that? Streets are saying, yo, Brandon Aiyuk, you are a Pittsburgh Steeler. And if Brandon Aiyuk, you aren't a Pittsburgh Steeler, then Cortland Sutton is. And if either of those two people aren't, then I don't know why we restructured this. Something is coming, man. Omar Khan does not just do shit for no reason. Alex Highsmith did not just restructure his contract for no reason. There has to be a move coming. There has to be a play. And I'm excited for it. And so my first prediction of this all, ladies and gentlemen, my first prediction of the video, I know no one's, I shouldn't say no one, because there's going to be a lot of people who like it. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get Brandon Aiyuk, guys. I'm saying it. We're going to get Brandon Aiyuk. Because why not, right? And if it's anything less than a first round pick, you send it. If it is our first round pick, pick 20, shout out to the cat over there, Minerva. If it's our first round pick, pick 20, that's spooky. I will say, objectively, that's a little spooky if we trade pick 20 for Brandon Aiyuk. But anything less than that, we're fucking send it, brother. And even our first round pick, I'm not gonna lie, with the no center, with the tackle, suspect tackle, with suspect corner. It could be spooky trading pick 20, but somehow, some way, man, I think we will survive. And we've gone all this time without making a move like this. I have a tweet up from, I think, Minkaberg. Here we go. He has a tweet up talking about, it's time for us to actually make this move. It's time for us to do it because we are in our window now. We are not paying a quarterback. We're not paying a wide receiver outside of Brandon Aiyuk potentially, or George Pickens 2 years from now. The defense, we've paid the members on the defense. Like, if we have the cap space to do it, we got to do it. And it's been so long since we've won. We have a veteran quarterback on the team. We have potentially Justin Fields, the future, already on the team. And we got Mike Tomlin, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Tomlin has been on the clock for 100 years. It's been so long since we won a Super Bowl. We're not in this rebuild, gather picks. We got to do this, and that. Fam, we are 2 T's and then 2 I's dotted away from winning the Super Bowl, to me, in my opinion. Now, I'm a Steelers fan. I might be a little biased. I get it. Damn, my cats are going crazy. I might be a little biased. I get it. But if we're gonna do it, let's do it, man. And I'm really riding with it. It's been so long that this story's been going on that I'm with it, man. If we're gonna trade for Brandon Aiyuk, then Brandon Aiyuk, you are a Pittsburgh Steeler, and I really think we're gonna. I really do think we're gonna. And on top of that, I think we're gonna get him for less than a first. That's like my prediction. I think we're gonna get Brandon Aiyuk for less than a first. And if not, Cortland Sutton is okay. If we get Cortland Sutton, he has some, what a familiarity, is that how you say that word? He has some, connections with Russell Wilson, with our quarterback one. Not exactly the headline move, not exactly like wow, we got Cortland. I don't think it's that move in general. But there's definitely still some, cook to that, I guess. But if we're going to get Cortland Sutton, ladies and gentlemen, and Brandon Aiyuk gets traded for less than a first and it's not to us, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be very upset if Brandon Aiyuk gets traded for less than a first and it's not to us, because we traded Deontay Johnson. We got rid of Juju. Like, guys, do I got to start talking about the wide receivers, the Jujus, the Deontay, the Martavis Bryants, who else? We had Chase Claypool. Like, guys, we've had so many receivers come and go. Let's go get our guy Brandon Aiyuk, pair him up with George Pickens, give him, let Russell Wilson cook. And to me, that's a good play. And regardless, I don't think, and this goes all the way back, man. And I will talk about this again when we get to the mock draft, but this goes all the way back to that Devin Bush trade, ladies and gentlemen. I know it didn't work. It was a swing. It was a swing and a miss. And injuries. We don't want to talk about that. But injuries might have cooked that. But anyway, it was a swing and a miss, and now people are scared. Now people are like, no, we got to keep our assets. No, he's not worth it. No, no, no. This is what teams have to do to win, ladies and gentlemen. Name a team besides, like, okay, Kansas City, they got Mahomes, but they do moves all the time. Kansas City makes splash plays all the time. The 49ers, they've been to 2 Super Bowls or whatever. They've been to a lot of Super Bowls recently. Haven't won none of them. But they've been there. They've been competing. They're trying. The Eagles, who are a good team, they make moves. No team is winning conservatively right now. That shit hasn't happened since Brady left New England. No team is winning the Super Bowl conservatively. And that's the goal, is to win a Super Bowl. So if we got to get Brandon Aiyuk, we got to shell out that first. So we got to shell out that first. However, Omar Khan, he's going to make a move happen. We're going to keep our first. So not only are we going to have Brandon Aiyuk, but we're going to pick someone else relatively high in the draft. And so I'm excited. I'm laying it down. I'm saying it. We're going to get Brandon Aiyuk. Check back on this video when we do. And if we don't, then fuck it. I'm riding with whoever we get. But I really am excited for Brandon Aiyuk, man. Now, to finish this video, I want to do one last mock draft, even though I said I was done. And I accidentally, I was really rolling there too, man. I probably went 10 minutes straight without having to cut it. I went to go do the mock draft, and I was selected the whole team. Everybody was selected, and so it wasn't just the Steelers. Now we have selected just the Steelers, and I want to start it out with a trade, okay? I've done this trade, I want to say, in these videos before. But what I want to do is I want to get pick 28, and I also maybe want to get 60 for 20. Will they accept that? 58% chance. I'm going to just send it. Let's see what happens. They declined. All right, but for pick 20 and a future 5th, 68%. They accepted. Okay, so we got pick 28 and 60. We moved down a little bit, but we got an extra second, right? And so now we have 2 second-round picks, 51 and 60. I would love to get absolutely higher. I would love to get higher in the draft. So, all right, I'm sorry, in the second round. I would love to get higher. The question is, who is trying to help us out? The Chargers. What is your 37? 37 for a team with Justin Herbert, man. That's really high, man. You guys aren't this bad, man. So. 51, yeah, absolutely. No. Oh, okay, but 2 of them they'll accept. So what about 51 and 98? 51 and 98. Is 98 spooky to trade? I don't know. I'm gonna offer it. They're accepting it. So we are down here now at pick 28, and all of the tackles are smoked. This is typically what happens. All of the tackles get absolutely gobbled, and if we want to tackle, we stay at 20. I get it. If we want to tackle, we stay at 20. Tyler Guyton was still there, and Amarius Mims was still there. If I would have saw it and it didn't go 100 miles per hour, I maybe could have traded back up into it to get a tackle. But we're living with 28, and at 28, we're gonna pick Jackson Powers-Johnson at 28. I don't think that's a bad pick at all. We get Jackson Powers-Johnson, we get our center, and we're back up at 37 because we traded up. And Troy Franklin is here. I've picked Mike Sarin still in the last mock draft. I want to say I got Jackson Powers-Johnson as well in the last mock draft. So now we're at 37. The real cook was to have Zach Frazier, who went 33. The real cook is to get a tackle and then Zach Frazier in the second, but it didn't end up happening. My last mock draft, I would love for it to happen, but it is what it is. So now here we are at pick 37, and who are we going to get? Roman Wilson is a guy. Ricky Purcell is a guy. Brandon Fisk maybe. Jalen Polk maybe. 37, I don't want to trade down again because I feel like that's a little OD to do that, because I've already had a video where I traded 100 times. And so Troy Franklin, I don't know if this is a horrible pick. Are you good in the slot, brother? I really, I'm not the most well-versed. He's not really a slot guy either, so he's not really good in the slot. Mike Sarin still could be the play. We got our center, like I said, and we're going to fade tackle for a little bit here because I got someone in mind. We're going to take Ricky Purcell, and I've already done this, but I'm doing it again. I'm taking Ricky. Here we are now at pick 60. And after this is going to be, okay, so we got 60 and 84. We still have time. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take Kieran. So we got our tackle, a wide receiver, and a center. Here we are now at pick, what is this, 84? This is pick 84. So we've gotten a center, a tackle, and a wide receiver. We've pretty much, crossed the T's, dotted the I's. We're also going to get Kyrie Jackson, 2 Oregon players. It happens. Sometimes we're feeling a school, and this time I think it is Oregon. Now, should we get T'Vondre Sweat on the defensive line? Should we get Brent? I'm going to get T'Vondre Sweat You can see his PFF grades, whatever this means, a 91 last year. That's spooky. You know, we have kind of an olderish line with Cam Hayward getting up there. We pair him up with Keanu Benton, and who knows, man? Maybe we just accidentally did this. And so, banger pick to me. I feel like I'm having a great mock draft right now. We're not gonna pick again for a while, but we've gotten a center, we've gotten a receiver, we've gotten a tackle, we've gotten a corner, and we've gotten a defensive lineman. Now with our last two picks, who are we gonna get? Really, at this point, it's preference. I'm cooked already. Like 3 picks into the NFL draft, I don't know who anybody is, so I'm just kind of going off names. Steel Chambers, guys. Steel Chambers. Come on, it's Steel. It was always Steel Chambers. Next to finish it out, 195, our last pick. Maybe I should have thought more about Steel Chambers and if I should get him or not, but it is what it is. Fuck it, I can't lose. I'm gonna get what's his name? I'm gonna get Amani Bailey just to like make it look like I'm a big draft guy and I know all the college players. And that's it. That's how we're going to finish this draft, my last mock draft. It didn't go exactly how I wanted it to, but let's see what PFF thinks. I got 2 awards for it, so I'm kind of him. B plus B, A, B plus, C plus, B minus D. Overall draft grade of a B, man. I can hear you guys booing me now. I know. I tried, man. I really tried to have a better one. But truthfully, I think this was a pretty solid mock draft. Let me know what you guys think. But my last mock draft, man. After this, we'll have a video about how or who the players the Steelers took, and I'll be ready to pronounce them in the Hall of Fame because all we do is take Hall of Fame players. And Omar Khan, he had a great draft last year. I think we're gonna double it again this year. And yeah, man. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys think we're gonna take. Let me know if you guys think we're gonna trade for Brandon Aiyuk or not, or Cortland Sutton or whatever. We'll see what ends up happening. But I'm gonna get out of here. I will see you guys on the other side of the draft. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out. Go Steelers.